Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Fadlan Gifari, and today I would like to present my final project. This title of my presentation for morphophonology, and I will focus on two topics which are syllable and masculine rhyme. These topics are important because they help us understand how sounds work in English. Now, let me start with a brief introduction to morphophonology. What is morphophonology? Morphophonology is a branch of linguistics that studies the relationship between word structure and sound. It explains how pronunciation can change when words are formed or modified. For example, when we add endings or suffixes, the sounds or stress of a word may change. In this presentation, I will explain two phonological concepts that are related to sound patterns, which are syllables and masculine rhymes. The first topic is syllable. A syllable is a basic unit of a sound in a word. Every syllable usually contains a vowel or a vowel sound. Syllables are very important because they help us pronounce words correctly and clearly. Without understanding syllables, it can be difficult to stress words properly. And here are some examples of syllables in English words. The word cat has only one syllable. The word table has two syllables, which are te and bo. Student also has two syllables. An animal has three syllables, and education has four syllables. These examples show that English words can have different numbers of syllables. And the second is masculine rhyme. The masculine rhyme is a type of rhyme that occurs on the final stressed syllable of words. This means the stress is placed on the last syllable, and the sound matches another word. Um, Masculine rhyme is commonly used in English poetry, songs, and literature to create rhythm and emphasis. Masculine rhyme can also be found in song lyrics. In songs, masculine rhymes are often used to create strong rhythm and emphasis, especially in rap and spoken word music. For example, in the song Seven Sins by Ran, we can find examples of masculine rhyme. Words like leader, greener, Caesar, and dealer rhyme on the final stressed syllable This stress falls on the last strong syllable, which makes this a masculine rhyme. These rhymes create a sharp and rhythmic sound that fits the fast tempo of the song. And another example comes from the song Bidi Bomb by the Neighborhood Kid. Words like stacks, tanks, and banks rhyme on the final stress sounds eggs. These words are monosyllabic and strongly stressed, which clearly shows masculine rhyme. The repeated strong endings help build rhythm and intensity in the lyrics. Syllables are important because they help us pronounce words clearly. Masculine rhymes are important because they create rhythm and sound patterns. Both syllables and masculine rhymes help improve pronunciation and listening skills. To conclude, syllable is a basic unit of sound in words. Masculine rhyme focus on the final stressed syllable. Both topics are important in understanding phonology. In this part, I will analyze the case studies. This part focuses on phonological process, IPA pronunciation, and stress patterns. I will explain each example clearly based on linguistic concepts. So, there is assimilation. Assimilation happens when sounds become more similar to nearby sounds. In the story, we can see this in the casual speech. For example, going to becomes gonna, want to becomes wanna, and kind of becomes kinda. These changes happen because speakers talk quickly and naturally. And there is metathesis. Metathesis is a phonological process where sounds change position in a word. In the story, the word ask is pronounced as ax. The sounds are switched between the as and ak. sound. Another example is spaghetti pronounced as spaghetti. These examples are common in informal speech, especially among children. And there is epenthesis. Epenthesis occurs when an extra sound is added to a word. In the story, film is pronounced as film. The vowel sound is added to make pronunciation easier. An animal becomes animal, which also adds a vowel sound. This process often happens due to dialect or ease of pronunciation. Okay, I read 20 words using correct IPA pronunciation. These tasks test my understanding of phonetic symbols and stress patterns. Each word is pronounced carefully based on its IPA transcription. So, there is comfortable, probable, accommodate, massive, governor, texture, athlete, experience, gladiator, happening, generation, moderate, surface, intensity, category, intricate, apartment, gratitude, ethical, and the last one is spontaneous. Right now, I'm going to focus on stress patterns related to suffixes. I will identify stress preserving, stress attracting, and stress shifting suffixes from the given text. Stress preserving suffixes do not change the stress of the base word. For example, in hopeful, the stress remains on hope. The same happens in careless and darkness. The original stress stays the same after adding the suffix. In stress attracting suffixes, move the stress to the syllable before the suffix. In education, the stress moves closer to the suffix. The same patterns appears in musician and geology. These suffixes influence where the stress is placed. And in stress shifting suffixes cause a complete change in stress position. For example, democracy becomes democratic with different stress. The same happens in economic and photographic. These changes are important to understand correct pronunciation. This concludes my case study analysis. Alright, that is the end of my presentation about syllables and masculine rhymes. I hope my explanation was clear and easy to understand. Through this project, I learned more about how sounds and stress work in English. And thank you very much for your attention, and bye.